When my dad was very ill, my dad wanted to go with Midland. He chose Midland. He wanted a nonprofit, and so my dad passed away in 2013, and so we had Midland Care a little bit at home at Brewster Place. So that's how we first got familiar with Midland Care. In the early months when Mom was with us, during the COVID months, we did not feel comfortable having people coming in and out, and that was a great setup. It worked for a while. We would send videos to Lois, our nurse, and my mom was so cute. She'd stand up and she goes, "Hi Lois, this is Marge," you know, and my mom was an actress. She did a lot of community theater, and I think my mom liked doing the videos for Lois, so that's kind of a sweet little memory I have of Mom doing her videos on how she was doing. Eventually, Lois said, "I have to come back." And
Marjorie was always so interested in what was going on. She'd just kind of hang on every word. And she was a lot of fun too. She had a little bit of a sense of humor every once in a while and make you laugh. And she wasn't able to see very well, but she'd always look at you like she was just really interested in what was going on.
they never gave us this big specific time frame that, well, this will happen now, this will happen now. I do remember Lois often would say, "Well, yeah, that sounds like you're doing the right thing." You know, she always made me feel like we were on track. So we had the great fortune, we were blessed by a beautiful young woman named Ashley, who bonded and loved my mom so much, and I would have loved to have had her more. She came three days a week for 3 hours, and I feel like Mom bonded very quickly, and Ashley never got worked up if Mom was in one of those, we called her the other Marge, when sometimes we would see the other Marge. When my mom was in that state, it didn't even faze Ashley. And I remember the day before my mom died, I didn't get her up, I didn't clean her up, I didn't get her dressed because she was sleeping. She was near the end, and Ashley just popped right up and she said, "Would you like me to get your mom cleaned up?" And I just said, "Oh, yes."
Megan and Marge were my first patients when I got out of training for Midland. So them being my first family that I took care of, it meant a lot, and I most definitely bonded with all of them. They made me feel like I was at home. They even asked me to come live with them, and I said, "Well, you have to take my 3-year-old with us." And just them wanting me here all the time, helping out, made me feel so special, and made me feel like I was most definitely needed. And Marge connecting with me, how she did, just meant a lot. It makes me happy to let Megan and Dan know that they don't always have to be the caregiver, that's why I'm here, and they can step back and let me do my job as a caregiver.
You do not have to wait till they're on their deathbed to call in Midland Hospice, that they want to help you every step of the way. I don't remember ever feeling frustrated or having a complaint or a concern. This experience with my mom, Midland, the nurses, the administration, the Thrive at Home, perfect.